Ladies and gentlemen, almost showtime. Firstly, did you have a nice meal? Yeah? All good? Wonderful, wonderful. A few drinks, hopefully, yeah? Helps the speeches go down better. Just a couple of quick shout-outs. I've got people to travel a long way today. All those from Essex? Yay! But in all seriousness, I believe we have some guests here from Manchester. Yay! There we go. From Ireland? Yay! There we go. And Scotland? Yay! There we go. And somebody all the way from Florida. Yay! There we go. So well done. Just a couple of quick announcements. There is a book in the hallway, so if you haven't had a chance yet, please make a lovely comment in there for the couple. I'm sure they'd like to catch up and read on that, so please make sure you do put something in the book before you go. Also, those who haven't done the challenge yet, it's on the back of the card. Make sure you please do the challenge before you go. I know we've got one table over here, I believe the Hawking table, who already uploaded their photographs already. So there we go. So please make sure you do that before you go. Right, well, firstly, hi, I'm Mark. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Daniel's father. Yes, I am your father. And I've known Daniel for all his life. And it doesn't seem that long ago that I was holding you in my arms. And look at you now, all growing up and getting married. Yeah, got married, indeed. Past tense. May I take this opportunity to congratulate you both? Don't they just look amazing? Yeah? That will do our first toast to the bride and groom. Daniel, on behalf of Tina and I, just wanted to say what a privilege and honour it has been having you in our life. You've been the perfect son. We love you, and we're very proud parents. And we'd like to formally welcome Rebecca to the family. You look absolutely stunning today. And thank you for making Daniel so happy. Before we get on to the speeches, Rebecca and Daniel have very kindly allowed me just to say a few quick words. So I've written a poem. And it's called A Galaxy Not So Far Away Meets the Magic Kingdom. So here we go. In a galaxy not so far away, two hearts aligned in a special way. One wielded lightsabers, fierce and true. The other dreamed of castles and skies of blue. Daniel, our Jedi, bold and strong, could quote Star Wars all day long. Becca, our princess, graceful and bright, enchanting like a ray of sunlight. Then came a trip with a magical plan to Disneyland Paris, where fairy tales began. By Sleeping Beauty's castle, shining and grand, Daniel dropped to one knee, ring in hand. Becca said yes, with glee in her eye. You did, didn't you? Yeah. As fireworks lit up the Paris sky. There were no clouds to spoil the view. A Jedi found his princess true. Now vows have been spoken and rings are worn. A Jedi and princess, a new marriage born. With love in their eyes and hope in their hearts, their fairy tale continues as their next chapter starts. So raise a glass to the bride and groom. May their life be full of love and may it bloom. A tale of love where dreams come true in a galaxy made just for two. May the Force be with them every day anew, and all their dreams, both old and new, come true with magic, strength and style, just like Star Wars with a Mickey Mouse smile. The bride and groom.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. So now we move on to our speeches. So as we go around, please give our speakers a big welcome and remember to laugh, clap, and maybe even shed a tear in the right places. So without further ado, I would like to hand you over to our father of the bride, Noel.
Well, can you hear me? Yes?
set the bar really low there, Mark. Thank you. Yeah. I'm really sorry, I haven't written a poem. But anyway, yeah, father of the bride, first time. Hopefully not the last time. Who knows? Might be a father of the groom at some point as well. But anyway, I have prepared the traditional father of the bride speech. So if you'll allow me to continue. So ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, first of all, thank you all for being here today to celebrate this very special occasion. Seeing so many people who love and support Rebecca and Daniel is incredibly heartwarming, a true testament to the wonderful individuals that they are. It means the world to our family to have you all here sharing in this day. As the father of the bride, I can honestly say that today is one of the proudest and probably the most emotional day of my life. Watching Rebecca grow up has been a real roller coaster, filled with countless cherished memories and a few, shall we say, character-building moments. From her very first tentative steps, those wobbly explorations around the living room, to her first incredibly clear word, Daddy. A word I've been delighted to hear ever since, even if it now usually comes with a request. I vividly remember her first day of school and her immediate declaration upon returning that she wanted to be a teacher. She certainly didn't stray from that career aspiration, dedicating herself to nurturing young minds, a path she has pursued with passion and unwavering commitment. Now, I remember when she was a tiny baby, so fragile and new, then a curious little girl constantly asking why, keeping us on our toes. She quickly embraced her role as a big sister, a role she performed with occasional grace and patience, even when faced with the inevitable sibling squabbles. Then came the far more grown-up girl guide years, filled with chocolate factory trips and Disney getaways. Somewhere in there, learning invaluable life skills. And of course, you know, we can't forget the obligatory couple of years of the emo, moody teenager phase, period that, you know, tested our patience, but thankfully passed relatively quickly. Here she is now, a truly remarkable young woman, getting married in this amazing location. So many cherished friends from along the journey here to celebrate with her. Each one a testament to the strong and enduring friendships she has built. Now, I must mention that we probably wouldn't be here today celebrating this beautiful, beautiful union if my lovely wife wasn't so incredibly determined. It was around 12 years ago, she really wanted to get Rebecca a part-time job. Having tirelessly tried numerous job fairs, visited every shop in Lakeside, even considered the possibility of a job at McDonald's. It seemed that part-time jobs for teenagers were simply not happening. But a simple, seemingly ordinary trip to Lakeside by my aforementioned better half, a woman who always seems to find a way, led to a glance at a small, unassuming note in a shop window. Without hesitation, an application form was procured, filled in immediately, and dropped back to the shop barely an hour later. And after a short but no doubt impactful job interview, Rebecca was employed as a part-timer at HomeSense. It was a moment of triumph, a small victory that would ultimately set in motion a larger story. Then into the little HomeSense family, like a new piece of furniture perfectly fitting into its designated space, came Daniel. They quickly hit it off, and pretty soon they were an item. I'll admit, like any dad, I was a little bit protective at first. My daughter, growing up, finding someone special, it's a lot for a father to process. But over time, as I observed their interactions, I saw how incredibly happy he made her, how consistently well he treated her, always with kindness and respect, and how they truly bring out the best in each other. Daniel, welcome to the family. You've already felt like a son to us for a while now, seamlessly integrating into our lives with your warmth and good humour. But today, with this wonderful marriage, it's official. We're absolutely thrilled to have you, and we look forward to many more years. making memories. So, to Rebecca and Daniel, may your marriage be filled with endless laughter, especially when you are watching the stupid wrestling that seems to bring you both so much bizarre entertainment. May you always find patience with each other, embracing the inevitable quirks and challenges that life brings. May your togetherness be a constant source of comfort and strength, and may your home be filled with the purrs of many happy cats, adding to the warmth and joy of your lives. Life will undoubtedly bring its ups and downs, its triumphs and its trials, but if you keep facing it together, hand in hand, with love and unwavering support for each other, there's truly nothing you can't handle. So let's raise our glasses to Rebecca and Daniel. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Well done. Thank you, Noel. Lovely words. So next up, drum roll please. It's our man of the moment. So let's hear it for the groom, Daniel!
Thank you, everyone, and good evening. First and foremost, thank you all so much for being here today. It means the world to us both to be surrounded by so many friends and family, some of whom have travelled quite a distance to be here. Your presence is something we'll always be grateful for, and we truly feel blessed. What a day it's been. From this beautiful venue to the incredible energy in the room, everything has exceeded our expectations. Honestly, I don't think I've stopped smiling since I woke up today. And that's down to all the love we're feeling from everyone, so thank you. I'd like to take a moment to thank our parents, Mum, Dad, and my new in-laws, Noel and Judith, for your endless love, guidance, and support. You've helped shape us into the people we are today, and we couldn't have done this without you. Thank you for not only raising us, but also for welcoming each other's families with such open arms. We're both so fortunate to have you in our lives. To our incredible wedding party, thank you for standing by our sides, not just today, but throughout our whole journey. To the maid of honour, the bridesmaids, and bridesman, you all look absolutely stunning, and your friendship means everything to Bex. To my best men, thank you for being there for me and keeping me relatively calm, and for not embarrassing me too much during your upcoming speeches. Luke and Chris, I'm looking at both of you. And to my groomsmen, who look very dashing, thank you for all your support in making this day so special. And big shout out to the Flower Boys as well, who absolutely killed it earlier, by the way. And lastly, a special shout out to Sarah, Chris, Sam and Luke for planning Bex's hen do and my stag. We know how much time and effort you put into it, and it absolutely paid off. I'm still not over wearing that pink dress. I think I might be scarred for life, but seeing my dad and Jamie in golden shirts helps ease that pain a little bit, so... There are also a few unsung heroes who help bring this day together, setting things up, helping with decorations, or just being a calming voice when we needed it. You know who you are, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Before we continue, I'd like to take a moment to remember those who are no longer with us. Though they couldn't be here in person, they are forever in our hearts. Please join me in raising a glass in loving memory to all our loved ones who have passed, to their lasting presence in our lives. Cheers. Now's the part where I get to talk about my beautiful wife and how lucky she is to call me her husband. Only kidding. Or am I? Let's rewind to where it all began. A part-time job at a store called HomeSense. I joined as a Christmas temp, but ended up staying because obviously I was too awesome to let go. And thank God they kept me, otherwise we might not be here today. During training, we were assigned different sections of the store, and by some incredible luck, Bex was put in the same section as me to help train me. We clicked right from the start. We had the same taste in music, TV shows, you name it. Every shift, I just wanted to be near her. It didn't take long before I realised I had feelings for Bex. How could I not? She's amazing. So our friendship grew and then into something more. That's right, everyone. I escaped the friend zone. We went on dates and our bond only deepened. Bex, you've been my best friend, my biggest supporter, and the person who makes even the most ordinary days feel extraordinary. I fell in love from the very start because of your incredible heart, how deeply you care for others, how inspiring you are with your career and life goals, and how you always know how to make me laugh, especially when I need it most. I think part of the reason we work so well is because we're both massive nerds, and I wouldn't have it any other way. We've made so many memories together, buying our first home, taking our first steps into Harry Potter World Orlando, becoming proud cat parents, cheering as West Ham won a European trophy. We know what we are. I promise that's the last West Ham reference for the evening. Or not. Lions! And the day that you said yes in front of the Disney castle, that was and still is the best day of my life. Today might top it. Bex, I honestly don't think I can put into words just how much you mean to me, but I'm going to try. Your kindness is limitless, your spirit is infectious, and your strength inspires me every single day. You've taught me patience, perspective, and the true meaning of partnership. Being with you makes me want to be the best version of myself. And now getting to walk through life with you as my wife is the greatest honour I'll ever have. I love you more than I can ever express, and I can't wait to build our life together, to create new memories, to grow, to laugh, and to love through it all. So if you'd all please raise your glasses to my beautiful bride, Bex, to our amazing families, and to each and every one of you for being here today. Thank you for making this the best day of our lives. Cheers. And now I'll hand you over to my brother Luke, who will be kicking off the first of two best man speeches. Wish me luck.
Thank you, Daniel. Well done. And now for the moment you've been dreading. I'm now going to pass you over, as you quite rightly said, to Luke.
Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Luke, Daniel's younger brother. Before I begin, could I please ask everybody to stand? Can I please ask all the men in the room to put their hands together like this? And all the women here to put your hands together like this. This all makes sense. Now everybody give me a big smile and hold that pose. Perfect, thanks for that. There's my evidence of my standing ovation. Thank you very much. I have the privilege today to stand here before you as one of Daniel's best men. This speech is on behalf of me and my brother Sam. I've been lucky enough to know Daniel my entire life, and when he gave me the opportunity to publicly embarrass him with no consequences, I was never turning that down. Now, before I begin, on behalf of all the bridesmaids, groomsmen, flower girl, and adorable flower boys, I'd like to say a massive thank you to both of you for including us on your very special day. I know I speak for us all when I say it is truly an honour to be here today. I'm sure you'll all agree it's been an amazing day so far, and after a tough year of all the Becker's planning has finally paid off. Daniel, you just sit there, look pretty, mate. He does. As you all know, Becca and Daniel are perfectly matched and have lots of shared interests, including films, music, and of course, Formula One racing. When I asked Daniel why he enjoys Formula One, he tells me, "Oh, Luke, I love the fast intensity and quick decision making." And I think to myself, that's ironic. It took the guy 8 years to propose. Everyone here, I'm sure, will know Daniel is a chilled and easygoing person. But those in attendance that play football with him on a Thursday night will know a very different side to him. As soon as the work shoes come off and the studs go on, the infamous Psycho Whitehead takes to the pitch. I can see here standing today some of the helpless victims that have crossed paths with Daniel's alter ego on the field. All his suppressed anger has to come out in some form, and it comes out against his nearest and dearest. As soon as the red mist descends, Daniel's evil side can't distinguish between a kickabout with his friends and family and playing in the World Cup final. And will hack through absolutely anybody, and I mean anybody, to get that ball. As soon as the full-time whistle goes and we're kicked off our pitch, he returns to the Daniel we all know and love. Men don't get many chances to tell each other how they really feel, but I'm going to take mine. I've got absolutely no shame in telling everyone here all I wanted to be like when I grew up was like my big brother. You've always been the guy to lift everyone up with your infectious positivity, whether you know it or not. And me and Sam have looked up to you for years. But maybe that's just because you're taller than us. You've always been our shoulder to cry on during our lowest moments, and growing up, you've been like an extra parent to us. The way you looked out for me and Sam has never gone unnoticed. And that sums you up perfectly as a person. The purest human being I've ever met that would put absolutely anybody before themselves. The biggest perk of being Daniel's younger brothers is that we've never had to experience life or live in a world without him. Well, that and avoiding some truly terrible haircuts over the years. Some of you in attendance will remember Daniel's emo phase. That's enough said. But seeing you here today with your beautiful bride, Becca, it feels like a lifetime ago when you first brought her around and I was so nervous I was hiding behind the sofa. It's crazy how fast the time has gone, but Becca, I hope you know how highly me and Sam do think of you and see you as the sister we never had. Thank you for making our big brother so happy. Daniel, I want you to know on your special day, your brothers couldn't be prouder of the man we've seen you become. Thank you for choosing us to both be your best man, because you'll always be ours. Now that's enough of the sentimental talk. I'd like to end by sharing a funny story of Daniel in the form of a poem. I just want to clarify that we wasn't there for this, thankfully, but Daniel was open and offered it up to us. So here it is. Please, cast your minds back, picture the scene. This story takes place when Daniel was 13. At Campion School, the day had begun, with Daniel running late not being the plan. PE was on, the stakes were tight. Be last out, you run laps all night. He chucked on his kit as quick as can be, screaming out the door, "Please, wait for me." He reached the pitch, his smile began to drop. The sound of laughter just wouldn't stop. He was confused at his friends yelling with a grin, "Daniel, mate, you're showing skin." He looked down low, his face went red. A wave of horror filled his head. For in his rush, his great mistake, stood there in his boxers, he couldn't catch a break. Just one more gem in his wild collection, a lifetime of laughs held with affection. Although this story is high in the ranking, it has nothing on the time Sam caught him.
Oh, I think that. For those that have seen the show Blankety Blank, I'll let you fill in the missing word.
Finally, Can everyone please raise a glass for the bride and groom? We wish you all the love, luck and happiness in the world. To Becca and Daniel.
Thank you, Luke. Well done. For those that are wondering, the missing word was planking, just to let you know. So anybody got planking, well done. You got the... Anyway, whew, it's close. Right, well. How you doing? All good?
I've got one more to go.
Ready for round two? Right. Well, let's invite up one of Daniel's best friends, Chris.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, good day, everyone. It is certainly not every day you get the opportunity to publicly roast someone with all of their inner secrets and stories, especially after spending 13 years building that trust. But I'm going to give it my best shot. For you, Dan. My name is Chris. I imagine about 80% of you already probably know that by now. I like to think I'm fairly loud with this stuff. And as one of the best men, I have the heavily pressured duty and a very short window to take you all on a journey. A journey of friendship, discovery, and love. Friends like Dan do not come around that often. There are not many people that will carry you home drunk from a bar, wrapped around their shoulders. Not many that would voluntarily share a bed with you in 35-degree heat, both of you dripping in sweat and just laying in your boxers. Where are we? And certainly none that without your consent would volunteer you for an overtime shift just so they can get themselves a free KFC as a reward for roping you in. Thanks. In 13 years of friendship, this man has sent me jumping off cliffs into a pool of water without telling me beforehand that I needed to wear swim shorts, and subsequently forcing me to go commando to drive around a go-karting track with the heat from the engine slowly cooking my 2 nuggets. He has perched like a Buddha in the middle of Brixton High Street and once heroically hunted for a tube of chafing cream for me in Brighton, with absolute zero self-awareness of what poor little Deirdre over the Asda counter would think as he asked, as he stood next to our dear friend Matt while asking. However, what many of you won't realise is that technically I've had a longer friendship with the bride. We first met, as you've probably heard quite heavily, at the famous store of Home Sense, all those many years ago, and the birthplace of many of our friends and relationships. Working alongside each other over an illustrious career lasting about 3 to 5 years, give or take. Although I think we all realised that eventually life had a few better things in store for us as we've all progressed in our various spaces. Now, obviously, all eyes are on Becca today because you're absolutely spectacular. It is an absolute joy to see you wear something other than the trousers in the relationship. But let's not also forget that Dan has also spent a fair amount of time dreaming about wearing a big flowy dress. Well, as we've established so far, good friends will always go the extra mile. And like West Ham in the Conference League final, we delivered. Crowning our very own Princess Peach as part of the wonderful stag do. And how dare you? You were meant to be in a dress. Stag. Now, after knowing people for so many years, it's still amazing how much you can still discover about them as what you will also discover with them. Whether it's Dan's horrendous snoring echoing into your soul as you lay beside him in a double bed, his immense goalkeeping skills as you fire countless toe punts in his direction, a tiny bar that you will discover in the middle of the streets of Tenerife singing Green Day until 4 a.m, or Dan's horrendous taste in food. The worst example, the scrambled eggs at the holiday breakfast buffet, described seemingly as the best ever, with the seeming texture of grainy vomit. I know, I felt the same. And I say that because you've already eaten, so no remorse. But the most shocking thing you discover about your friend is when you realise that they are a thief. A thief. And on more than one occasion. So, To kickstart, there was the night of the all-you-can-eat sushi bar buffet, where we ordered a jug of sake for the table. But not content with just trying the beverage, Dan needed to immortalise the moment with the theft of the jug for which the sake came in. Subtle, I know. In fact, not so subtle, as we seemingly realised when we got a call the next morning for the restaurant demanding he return the jug. Well, like good friends, we all accompanied him to the corner of the street where we sent him back solo to face his crimes. Absolute shame. Terrible. The second one, there was a relaxed, dusky evening in London where Dan and I met for some drinks after work. You see a theme now. Sat outside the Las Iguanas of Waterloo, sipping our Mai Tais and some god-awful concoction of what they deemed the cocktail of the week. And as the heavens began to open on our outdoor table, it was time for us to make our move. So as we approached the bar to settle the bill, a twinkle and a smirk arose in young Daniel's face. Before we know it, we're sprinting down the road, straight towards Waterloo Station, leaving the bar bill unpaid, but not necessarily as subtle as we thought as I sprinted down in a fluorescent blue coat. So, either way, we both left £30 richer. And lastly, the one theft even I can support, the theft of Rebecca's heart. Now, as I said at the start, I've been here to take you all on a journey, and we have now arrived at our final destination, love. To say these two have made for each other is an understatement. Already they have shared nearly half of their lives together, sharing interests, experiences, and friendships along the way. I know as I voluntarily choose to third wheel most of them, from 21 Pilots concerts to the latest Marvel film or a celebration of Star Wars. I ain't leaving. I still remember the day Dan called me whilst I was at uni in the library, asking me for advice on how to ask Becca out. Me, the guy who has had one girlfriend obtained through sheer dumb luck and alcohol to help. Either way, my seemingly advice of just do it. So, somehow, along with various other counsel I assume he garnered, clearly paid off, and look where we are today. But now you're entering a new stage of life together. One that won't feel it, but brings change. Being married is more than just a ring on the finger. It is a partner you have for life, the one who will always be by your side, if I don't lose myself, and the one above all else you must prioritise as you begin to create your own family together. One which you already have started to with your two fairy friends, Scout and Todd. It means you'll have to choose each other's side over everyone else's, never breaking, with the sole exception of when Becca is discussing Formula One and her reprehensible choice to support Max Verstappen. Disgusting. It is an honour that you've chosen me to be part of your special day, and I wish you a life full of joy and happiness together. Please, if everyone can raise their glass for the final time to Daniel and Rebecca.
Thank you, Chris. So thank you all for your amazing speeches. Let's give it up one more time to our speakers, please. And thank you, of course, for all of you for joining us for this special day and celebrating the marriage of Rebecca and Daniel. Right, well, that brings to the close this part of the ceremony, and I'll be handing over to the DJ for further announcements. So thank you for listening, engaging, and being an important part of this celebration. Have fun, have some more drinks, and it's almost time to get this party started. Thank you.